In this video, we're going to cover the basics of SEO and what you can do to optimize your site. As we begin, let's take a look at our current website and where it's at. So, as you can see here, when I hover over the tab at the top of the page, you're going to see some information show up. Right now, it's a little bit random, and we're going to change this so it is unique and SEO friendly. So the first thing we're going to do is on the back end of our dashboard is we're going to go to General, and then we're going to go to Meta and SEO. Once we click on this, we can come in here and make a ton of beautiful updates to SEO all in one spot. Now, these are the global SEO settings, so just bear that in mind as you get started. We will go into the individual pages as well right after this. So the first thing you're going to want to do is add in the name of the podcast for the site tagline and title. You could add in the name and then add a tagline, and you could just do it like this, or you can just leave it as your name. From there, you could add in a description of the channel so people understand what it is and Google understands what they're looking at when they see your website. I'm going to paste this in here and we are good to go. From there, you could add in your Twitter handle, and then you can make further customizations to the way the sharing type works. Here, it's the audio player or a large image, and when you make the change, you'll see it here. So I'll click on that, and just like that, you see what it can look like. I'm gonna leave it right now as audio player. Down here, you have a few more options. The first is going to be a social sharing image. The social sharing image is the image that pops up if someone shares any URL from your website via iMessage or Facebook or an Instagram direct message. When they share a link and a little image pops up, well, this is the image that they're going to see. And so you can update and add a photo here for your social sharing image. Below that, you have two spots for favicons. Favicon is the browser icon. As you can see up here at the top of my browser in the tabs, we have the podcast page logo showing up, but you can replace that for your website with an icon of your choice. And this really covers all the essential basics of your SEO, your global SEO settings. If you want to take an advanced route and need to make any adjustments to the robots file or the TXT file here, you can do that down here. Once you're done, you'll hit save and you'll see that these changes are live right away. So I'm going to refresh this page and you're going to see already it has changed the site title name just like that. Now, let's talk about the individual pages on your site. You could also say pages and items. Let's go into pages, and in here, when you click on edit for any page, when you scroll down to the bottom of the page, let me move this image out of the way. When you scroll down to the bottom, you'll have these SEO settings that you could adjust. And so if I click this blue pen here on the right-hand side, once I click on that, I'll be able to go in and change the title and description and add a social sharing image for this page specifically. And just like that, I've added in a title and I've added in the SEO description as well. We're good to go, so I'll hit save page. And now the episodes page has been updated with SEO. And that's the beautiful part of Podcast Page. You have full control of SEO from the global settings to the page settings and also the item settings, which we'll take a look at now. But it is all optimized for the best experience for any search engine, which is awesome. All right, so now that I'm done with editing this page's SEO, I'm going to go back and then from here, I'm going to go into the podcasts. And then from there, I'm going to click on all episodes. Once I'm on this page, we can get into the nitty-gritty of SEO for every single podcast episode that we have. Now, the beautiful part again about Podcast Page is it is already pulling the best data for SEO, but if you want to customize it further, let me show you how. Once I'm here on this page, I'll click on Edit for any of the individual episodes. As you can see here, there's a load of content. I'm going to just copy the title because I'll probably use that in a moment. And then down here, I'll probably copy the content as well, this here, but I'll wait on that for now. Down here, you could do a few things. You could add the transcript, which could really help for SEO as well. But when it comes to the specific SEO content, you could see here at the bottom, you can click on this pencil and then do the same exact thing. You could add in the title and then you can add in the description. Now, you don't need to repeat this if this is already here, but if you're going to customize it further, let's just say, for example, you want to change the title around a little bit or change the description around. Maybe you have a really long description, but you want to emphasize a certain part in the SEO. Well, you could emphasize that here because as you can see, before I even pasted this in, it already showed the description here. So just bear that in mind as you're doing this. You don't need to repeat it if you already have it in the title and the description. But if you customize it, it's a great way to optimize for SEO. And definitely consider adding in a social sharing image for the post as well. So with that, you have those options there that you can hit save episode and you're good to go. Now, 2 last ideas I want to share with you about SEO. First, SEO is a long game, so it just takes a bit of time. As you start this process, the work that you're doing today will start to show over the next few weeks and months. Secondly, the thing to really focus on with SEO is not just the technical side, which is important, but it's also just to focus on high quality content. The higher the quality of the content, the more valuable it is for the end user, the more your content is going to start to rank. So just bear that in mind when you're creating content, that you're really delivering a high level of value for the individual or the people who will be listening and hearing and engaging with your content.